Oh, goodness. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's kind of odd looking picture. And my blinds cracked so I wouldn't have too much glare. Hello, we are live though, and I should introduce myself. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellness and Healing Practices for Women 50 and over. Welcome to Journal with Me. It's Tuesday, and we are back to journaling together once again. Hello, Kim S. Good to see you. Glad that you are here, and I hope you are feeling better today, even if it's feeling better just a little bit today. All right. Um, Welcome to Journal with Me, and I hope that you are up and about. As um, my notation on the title is what are your dream? What did your dreams tell you? What have your dreams told you today, or if once you have awakened? If you were able to decipher any of your dreams today, you might want to write those down in your journal. It's a good practice to kind of wake up thinking about hopefully your desires or a nice dream that you have or something that was puzzling that came up through your subconscious as you were waking up. Um, what did that mean? What did that all mean to you? Um, so we'll get into that a little bit more. Hello, Abba. Greetings to you. Glad that you could make it this morning. It is morning, I believe, where you are. I'm going to move myself closer to light without it being too much light. Good to see you that you're here. And if this is the first time that you have spent time journaling with me on YouTube, welcome to my channel. If this is something that you decide that you would like to continue doing, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so that will help remind you that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, most Thursdays, we'll be working live together as we download what's on our hearts and minds through the practice of journaling. Or if you are not a journaler and want to practice your wellness or healing practice, that could include yoga, could include just sitting and meditating or resting. It could be walking and talking in nature, or walking in a meditative, nurturing walk outside, or within your apartment, whatever feels good and comfortable for you to do as part of a routine or a practice that benefits your wellness and your healing. Um, and in fact, hello, let's see. I'm going to do yoga this session. Oh, okay, good for you. Very good. That's good to know. So so we can actually get started with a little bit of yoga right now, just a little bit to kind of loosen up. If you haven't gotten up, loosen up the shoulders, placing your hands out and then bringing your hands to the shoulders, and then slightly turning the body, right? From left to right, kind of warming up the spine, right? And then let's roll the shoulders forward, just slightly forward and back, and kind of a circle, right? Okay, and backwards. And feel it. You can feel that in the upper back and shoulders. Feels good, should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, then maybe you shouldn't do it. Or if you're working out a kink and you have done it and it feels good to move, working the joints, then go ahead and do that. And then let's turn our head to the left and right, left and right. Looking straight ahead, let's go down and around, moving just simple. Nothing nothing drastic, not fast, not hard, just softly moving it around and down and then in the other direction, going back, allowing the neck to get some movement, moving out the stiffness. Okay, very good. Hello, Catherine Muhammad. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Very good. So let's take time to get into our just small meditation, which is really a cleansing breaths, 3 cleansing breaths, closing the eyes, sitting. If you're seated, sitting on your chair in a comfortable position. Kind of catch your breath, right? Get still, placing your feet on the floor if you can, and if you're not in the bed. If you are in the bed, lie in the bed with your arms straight by your sides, palms facing up, or placing the hand on your heart and one on your tummy, on your belly. Just settling in, getting comfortable with your breath, the rhythm of your breath. I'm going to be taking 3 breaths, a series of 3 breaths, inhaling through the nose, holding it for 2 seconds, and then exhaling through the mouth with a sigh or song, a moan or a groan. Okay, and you can do this in at your own pace, or follow me. Let's take the first one, inhaling through the nose, holding it, and then exhaling through the mouth. One more time, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And our last breath, inhaling deeply. Squeezing the air out of your mouth. And then kind of recalibrating our breath, getting back in sync with our normal breathing pattern as we have exhaled. We want to calm that nervous system down, getting back to breathing. We've washed our breath over the vagus nervous system, which is a pretty large system. And reminder that you can do this at any time if you're feeling stressed out or anxious, or maybe needing to slow things down for yourself. If you're in a hectic pace or place. I invite you to say your words affirming yourself with a positive, powerful statement. You can whisper it or say it aloud. Following up that invitation with words of gratitude. Now, gently, slowly opening the eyes, returning back to your familiar place and space. Okay. Looks kind of really dark in here, but I didn't want the glare coming from over here. Hope that you can see me okay. It is not, I have one light on and just wanted to keep it a little moody. I hope it's okay. Hello, Dr. Donna. Good day to you. Greetings to you. Okay. So, this is the part where we actually do some journaling. And I'm going to step away just one moment, turn on a light because I believe it is a little too dark in here. Okay, that's a little better. At least I like that better. Do want to see when we when I write. Now, again, if you haven't spent time here, all you need to journal is a journal or a book or a piece of paper or a pad of paper. It can be a canvas, it could be paintbrushes. I have a pen right here. Yeah, I believe this one works. It could be a pencil, whatever is comfortable, you can go and get that. We'll be writing or journaling for 15 minutes. And if you're continuing your practice of meditation or yoga, move forward and do that. If you are walking in a park or along a beach or down the street, um, and listening on your ear earpods or earphones, yeah, do that. Do that as well. And we'll spend 15 minutes. We'll be coming back. It's 12:44 now. I will speak softly, but I will speak when time is up and let you know that the 15 minutes is up. I will put myself on mute during the 15 minutes so that you're not disturbed by any noise from me. And maybe even you could put on some light music if you want, but make it comfortable for you. And I'll be back once we finish up our 15 minutes of our practice. Okay. Okay, we are back after 15 minutes of our practice. I hope that you were able to download what's on your heart, mind, and soul or soul. Sometimes we carry it in different places, whatever it is, our subconscious thoughts, our dreams. And I posed a question today of what have your dreams told you? If you were dreaming when you woke up, can you remember what you dreamed? Or if you do remember your dream, what was it that you heard from yourself, from your dream? Was it action packed? Was it very light and airy, or do you remember? Sometimes we just don't remember what we have dreamt, or even daydreams. Sometimes we can, in our restful state, daydream and kind of wake up from that daydream and not even really pay attention to what we have just thought. We just move on and then maybe come back to that thought, that dream, right? Hello, Janara. Good to see you. Yeah, it is a beautiful Tuesday. It's sunny where I am, but it is windy and people it's a little cooler. It's a little cooler today and I've had to wrap myself up a little bit today. But I'm glad to have all of you here and wanted to talk about dreams and what they mean for us. Um, it could mean all kinds of things. There are people who study dreams. I'm not I'm not quite there, but a lot of times things that happen to us throughout the day actually can come to us in our dreams, or if we are reading something at night, or have plans to do things the next day, it all might turn into a dream. I will say that last night my dreams were long. It was like watching television all night long. And I do not remember the content or the context of them, but I remember colors. And the colors were like sheets of color, like orange and rust and browns and green, and they kept on moving around. There were people in the dreams, but I don't remember what the people were doing or what I was doing. I just saw these colors, and I don't know what that is. But it was very peaceful. It was actually kind of gauzy, like this setting that I see in this video, kind of gauzy, hazy. Um, I don't know if that is my my camera on my computer that makes it look fuzzy, but it looks gauzy to me. I don't know how it looks to you. I've got to figure out what that is. I've cleaned the lens, but that's what the dream actually kind of reminds me of, a gauziness to it, the texture. I have no idea what it is. But I slept very well last night, I will say, and woke up without a start or a fright you know, without jumping out of bed, having to remember anything. So I guess that would tell me that I actually had a peaceful day yesterday, peaceful evening. I cooked a really good soup last night, And I got a recipe from a friend about it was this chicken. It was chicken soup. It had a little bit of rice in it. Had carrots and spinach and green onions. It was good. It was and a zest. It was a zest, lemon zest in it. So it was kind of like bright in its taste. I enjoyed that. I have a little bit left that I'm gonna have for lunch. And then I made myself an individual cookie that this same friend told me how to make. One cookie. Sometimes you just want a little sweet. Well, there's a recipe for a one cookie, and it doesn't even have an egg in it. It's a really cool recipe. And because it was a chocolate chip cookie, and the chocolate chips here, the morsels, the actual chips aren't really sweet. It's just enough sweetness so that you're not overloaded with like lots of sugar. So I had that. So maybe that's why I had a real peaceful dream last night, because I was satisfied without being too full, and I still had my sweet. So yeah, and I ate it early enough so that I wouldn't have dreams like nightmares, or had too much sugar in my system. So yes, sounds like the fall colors here in Michigan now. Yes, actually, yeah, I'm sure that you have those beautiful colors in Michigan. Michigan is so pretty. Um, uh, in the fall, and it's always pretty to me in Michigan. I have family in Michigan, so it's always looking nice up there. And we do have lots of colors. Finally, I'm going to say just last week that they really started changing colors here. A lot of green is still out, but it is cool. It is cool. It's definitely changing. Um, and Catherine says, I remember my grandma used to be able to tell us about what our dreams meant. I miss that. Yes. Yeah. I wish I had somebody to tell me. My mother used to make mention of her dreams all the time. She actually, I've mentioned this, I believe, had a notepad next to her on her nightstand, and then when she woke up in the morning, she would pick that up and write like a narrative of her dream, and try to figure out what it meant. That was my mother's practice quite often. Evidently, she had a lot of a lot of dreams. So yeah, I wish I had that too, Catherine. You missed that. Yeah, that's a great memory to have. Um, so in our up leveling of our journaling practice, I want to provide a prompt based on a dream that I have here in my journal that actually has prompts, and I'll read it slowly a couple times, and you can do what you will with this. But you don't have to do anything at all. It's just something that if you wanted to think about a different perspective of your dreams, or what dreams are, and how you can take action with your dreams. This is a good question for you. How are your dreams and actions supporting the regeneration of yourself, family, or community? How are your dreams and actions supporting the regeneration of yourself, family, or community? And the thing that really got me about this question is the regeneration. And I would want to say that because things change a lot from moment to moment, minute to minute, that sometimes if we feel that we are not in a place of taking action for ourselves or our families or even our communities, maybe there's been something that you've dreamt about in order to spur some action to regenerate or to make change in yourself, family, or community. With the state of affairs in the world, sometimes we don't want to necessarily take action, but when you bring it down to just something for yourself, right? What is it that you can do to regenerate, to revive yourself if need be, or if it's with family or family member, a family member, or the family unit? What is it that you can do to make a change? And I've been thinking about that part quite often, um, about regeneration of family. And I decided, and I've been writing about this in my work as a writer, um, but have a new perspective. And I'm getting ready to write um, a different uh, genre, more of a fiction, um, because some of the dreams or the wishes and desires for me has to do with family, the family unit, and how I I would like or I wish that um, a regeneration, a change can be made with uh, my family unit, but larger family. I'd like to know them more. So, in some of the dreams that I have for them, I envision a different uh, relationship and with family. And so I plan on um, taking action to support that. And it'll be a dedication um, to that dream that I have. That's one way of looking at this question. So, how are your dreams and actions supporting the regeneration of yourself, family, or community? And then the question goes on to what can you do today to become part of a solution if there is a solution needed or a resolution needed, right? What can you do today to become part of a solution? That's a lot. How are your dreams and actions supporting the regeneration of yourself, your family, or your community? And what can you do today to become part of a solution or resolution? So, those are the things that have been kind of um, dreams that come in and out of my mind um, when I think about the dreams or desires that I have. So those are some questions for you. Um, let's see. Now, if you think that's kind of you know kind of stuffy and not so fun to think about, here's another one. Here's another one. You get to choose. You get to choose um, what you'd like uh, to take note of or journal. Um, and the question is, do you invite humor and laughter in? Do you invite that in? Do you allow yourself to open up to something humorous and and laugh at things? I know that I do. Um, I I involve myself with social media, uh, and my algorithm really has lots of fun things in it because that's what I've chosen. So when you push the button and it says, "Are you interested?" It usually has to be something really funny. If I'm interested, and I usually pick it. Um, Also, it's very light. Um, a lot of animal posts. Cats, for one, right now are making their way into my Instagram feed. Um, as yeah, cats and dogs, and the most amazing things that they do. Birds, all kinds of things in nature. Pictures of sunsets and um, silly things from comedians who are there are comedians who actually do stuff on in their Instagram feeds and they're funny. um, yeah, and I'm opening myself up to laughter. A lot of times we take ourselves really serious, and yeah, I think laughter is really important. It helps exercise inside of your body and outside. It really does. And it puts you in a good mood. And the more you can smile, the better. The more you can smile at things, even in the midst of all kinds of chaos and heartbreak, um, watching a funny movie it can be good. Getting good clean entertainment, and that's nowadays it seems like that's hard to find. But when you can look at a rerun of something funny, a funny movie, then you've hit the jackpot. So I want to encourage that. If you aren't inviting humor and laughter into your life and a little closed off from it or feeling down, and we all have tons of reasons to be down. But if you can remember something funny, um, just sit back and think about what is the last thing I heard that was funny and put a smile on my face or laughter in my throat, right? I was speaking to my mother yesterday. She called me, and no, I called her because I'm doing some research on family members, and I found a census um, application archives of census for her side of the family, and I wanted to confirm that she knew who these people were. And once I just started naming people, um, she could remember stories, and they were all funny stories. They were nothing, there was no gossip or you know irritation about the person. She all remembered these people's names, and they were her grandparents, of course, but these her uncles and aunts or siblings who were now deceased. In fact, there's only one left, one who is living, of I think it was like 15 children. No, 11 children. And she had something to say about all of them from her memory, ones that she had met before, others who she hadn't. But they were all funny stories. And then we looked at another side of her family, her mother's side, and she had nothing to say but funny things, or they weren't insulting, but memories of them, and maybe things that they had said to her when she was little. It seemed like everybody loved her, which was a great thing. And she just was very happy about that, about telling me that, how much they loved her. So, and so we laughed at that. I thought I was going to get a lot of pushback or something irritating that would irritate her about someone. But I think it's really important for us, if you have some elders in your life, to be on an up note with them, because there's so much from the past that we have had in our lives that can bring people down. But to keep them more spirited, happily, is a great way of kind of redoing, giving an opportunity to open up to some laughter and some humor, and thinking of funny things, pleasing things, if you can. That is my hope for you. Um, Funny cats and babies. Yes, funny cats and babies. Babies. I love the baby laugh videos. When the babies laugh, makes you laugh just as hard as they are laughing. And the cat videos just are cracking me up these days. And I think it's because my children have decided that they wanted cats. We are a dog family traditionally, but both my children have cats, and a sister of mine has a cat. And so we all are talking about cats these days as opposed to dogs. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos about dogs and cats, cat grooming, dog grooming. It's just kind of interesting, what I do to entertain myself, to stay in a frame of peace and humor and laughter, right? It's so important to do. Hello, T Gainer, Jenny. Hey, how are you? Very good to see you. Good morning to everyone, she says. Very nice. Glad to have you here. So these are the things that I want to, if you want to contemplate as you are doing your wellness walk, your morning wellness walk, um, your journaling. What brings humor to you? What can you write about it? What can you doodle about it? Can you paint a picture of something funny, or humorous, or think about what someone has said that maybe brought a smile to your face? I know that we um, we are experiencing, um, many people who are transitioning, and I believe one of our sister journalers here has expressed that. And we hold you up in prayer as you grieve. But I ask that if you can, remember the smile that someone gave, who has left, who gave you, and a good memory of them laughing and enjoying something that maybe you said, or you shared something humorous together. And remember the goodness of their life. Um, and hopefully that will bring a smile to your face. That's my wish and my prayer for you. And I trust that that will make you feel sometimes better. Um, yeah. So as we move on through this day, I wish you all a great one. Create a great day for yourself. Um, I will not, I'm not sure if I will be here on Thursday. I'll be doing some traveling. So um, if I am able, I will check in on Thursday. Just look for the notification. Please do me a favor and ring the notification bell. If you have decided that you wanted to subscribe, if this is the first time that you've seen this video and been part of some engagement in our community, with our community through the comments, thank you for for checking us out. But subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe, ring the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, right, and leave your comments, um, and let me know what you think. And I hope to be back on Thursday. If not, definitely next Tuesday, a week from today. But I wish you all a great day, and I will see you again soon. All right, I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to say I'll talk with you soon, or I'll see you later. All right. All right. Take care. Much peace and love to you. All right.